And then also, of course, as we're talking about here, the cleansing and the so-called resettlement of these people. So I think any mention of, oh, yeah, no, we're going to make a nice place for the Palestinians to live, they don't mean that. When they say, oh, yeah, people of the area are going to take over Gaza now, they mean Israeli Jews are going to replace the people there. And the thing is, America can't do that. I mean, the Pentagon, I don't know if he talked to the generals before he said that or anything, or exactly what he has in mind, if he really thinks he's going to do that. But that would mean American GIs and Marines in the place of the IDF. And as we just saw, getting shot, killing people, getting killed, and achieving nothing for it. And they wouldn't be able to cleanse the place anyway. So it's not like they're just going to walk in there and shoo everyone out and they're going to listen to us instead of the Israelis now. So I agree that it's an opening position for at least I certainly hope he's just trying to get someone else to take responsibility for it. But I'm for a total non-intervention on this. America needs to cut all ties with all sides and just stay out of it. I have my opinions about how things should be. You talk about doing the same thing over and over. How about an independent Palestinian state? Or how about separation of church and state and a secular state with citizenship for everybody between the river and the sea and equal rights for everybody? Those are my opinions, but I do not think that is the role of the United States government to dictate that. But we need to cut off all aid and certainly all weapons to Israel, all diplomatic support for them and their war crimes. After all, for conservatives who believe in the rule of law, the Fourth Geneva Convention, Article 46, is the law. There are federal laws. That treaty was written mostly by Americans in the first place, ratified by the U.S. Senate, and there are federal laws implementing the Geneva Conventions in the United States. And it is illegal to replace a civilian population to help another country to do so either, certainly in the name of Lebanon's realm. And Trump literally said, well, geez, Israel's such a small country, in answer to whether he supports the annexation of the West Bank. And that's where part of this conversation needs to go to. As soon as they had a ceasefire in Gaza, they moved to the West Bank, and they made it very clear they would like to annex the West Bank. And if we see in the West Bank the kind of slaughter we just saw in Gaza for the last year and a half, it's within the realm of possibility, you could see them bombing those cities and trying to force the Palestinians to flee into Jordan and to go ahead and finish the job. Now, the only restraint on that apparently is not America. The only restraint on that is, will it destroy Israel's relations with all the Sunni kingdoms of the GCC and Egypt and Jordan? Because if it does, then there goes their new alliance that they're building against Shiite Iran. And so that's really the only thing hedging them in. But if America's willing to take on Iran for them, then they might decide it's worth it. We need to just absolutely butt out starting right now.